He'll go off for holding, and the Otters' fourth line draws a call. Power play try for Erie game. The Otters' power play has been starting to find its way as well. Power play goals in each of the last 3 games. On down for Maximovich. Floated on towards Owen Hedrick. Quickly right back, trying to go to Maximovich, who's intercepted. And off comes Damiani with a man with him, Henderson. Damiani throw it towards the goal. It's kicked away to the corner by Timpano. On near side as Henderson ties up with Lodnia. He's trying to kill this clock here. Garrett Podubny scoops it out of that pile up and hands off to Radish. Otters march out towards center. Across the center stripe is Lodnia. A little head fake gives to Taylor Radish. And the give and go as he elevates it right back down behind the net as Logan Stanley runs into the Otters' Lodnia. Hedrick holds from the blue line. And here's Lodnia again. Back to Hedrick. Man open right side. It's Max Stimovich. Holds there. Waits. Backs up. Gives some ground. Angled up for Hedrick, who reaches and holds in. On to Max Stimovich one more time. Down low to the corner. Off the stick of Radish. And now Lodnia back to Taylor Radish. Power move towards the front. Bouncing around and waving the wand was Max Stimovich. Couldn't get a piece of it. Again, it's Hedrick to Max Stimovich. Turns from traffic. Heads it down low. On for Lodnia. Holds from the near side face-off dot. Now Hedrick. Wrist shot off the glove of goaltender Richardson. Max Stimovich again. He'll try the right wing wall. Holds, waits down to the dot. Cross-ice feed. It'll picked up by Lodnia. If he was opposite hand shot, may have worked out better, but a power move dropped off in front by Radish, and that pass denied. Here he's tied up on the near corner. Podubny swoops in. He'll grab it. Final half a minute. Brings it out to the front, and he loses the handle, and it's cleared by Kitchener. 23 seconds remain. The Otters, well, a lot of bark, no bite on this power play. Some good movement around the ice, but nothing really threatening in front. Drop pass is Max Golod. Dish across is intercepted. Comes off the blade, and Gurney can settle it down. 7 seconds left in the power play. Otters trapped here in the neutral zone. They won't get across the line. They reel back near side. Sambrook, cross-ice speed. That goes off his stick, and now it's chased down into the corner as the power play expires. Here's Robinson on for Fellows with a man in front. Fellows gives right back to Cale Robinson in the right corner, and Fellows one more time. Twirls out in front and flips it just over the net on the power move try. Played for Sambrook. Intercepted on the twist by McHugh, and it's out to center for Morales. Gurney back as a defender here with Cole Carter chasing. Brian Martman will poke it onto the far side. Morales gets it right back. Even strength here back in the second period. 2-1 lead for the Erie Otters as the Rangers work it out for York. Right side wrist shot. Blocker saved by Timpano. Out in midair. Everybody waving at it. Nobody can touch it. It's slowed down by Sherwood now as he lets one go. Blocked by Gurney, and he'll pitch it ahead. Off the glove of York. Tripped up. Here's Fellows after it. As he got twisted around as York able to play it on back. Sherwood now in front. Here he blocks that pass, and Sambrook calmly hands off to Gurney. He's got a lane out to center ice. Gets across the blue line now. Stays on. Now he's going to move out to the middle of the ice here. Weaves between two, but has it roll off his stick. Out for Hedrick. One-time drive just wide. And from the near side, Jack Duff holds in. Stick knocked out of his hands, and a penalty coming up to Sherwood. It'll be a slashing call. And it's the Otters' turn with back-to-back power plays. With 9:43 to go, second period. Erie with a 2-1 lead over the Kitchener Rangers.
Fans, get ready for the Delta Sonic Kiss Cam. Look up to the big screen and kiss the person next to you.
Otters fans, keep your clothes in top shape with Chido's Dry Cleaners, complete with an easy, accessible drive-thru and free pickup and drop-off. Chido's Cleaners is second to none. That's Chido's Dry Cleaners, the official dry cleaning service provider of the Erie Otters. Otters will draw something up there as he Topkin was off for a little bit, and once again it's a mixture of the third and fourth lines. Drawing another call as Sherwood gets to the gate for slashing. The Otters power play unit, 11th in the league at 19.6% back on the ice against the 10th ranked penalty kill unit of the Kitchener Rangers at 80.2%. Face off one, Garrett Podubny. Owen Hedrick with it. Doesn't shoot, now waits, wrist shot. That's off a stick, pops up, off the goaltender, towards the goal, crashing away. And somehow Richardson comes up with it. That shot from Hedrick went skied straight up into the air, and nobody got a look at it. It bounced off the body of Gentles and then onto the goaltender, and Richardson. Good vision to quickly track that thing down and smother the biscuit. Clean face-off win for Henderson. He takes off the neutral zone as Logan Stanley launches it the length of the ice. Off the corner, trying to get a shot away now is Henderson. He was tied up by Hedrick. And to help out is Kyle Maximovich, planted on the near side boards. And Ladnia will pick it up after a sent behind the Otters goal. And some room to skate towards center. Comes along near side, reaches around one man. Sets it up in the corner now, poked off of his stick. Podubny follows up. Looking on for Taylor Radish, rolls away from him. Hedrick will hold in from the right side. Down to the circles now. It's the corners, jams the brakes. Angled up high, it's Maximovich. Cross ice feed, Ladnia from the left wing. Backs the half wall. Now Taylor Radish trickling out to the blue line. Here's Hedrick with half stopper, fakes and gives it Maximovich. Puts it off the post, back towards the goal. And Richardson makes the stop in front on Garrett Podubny. Kyle Maximovich puts it through Luke Richardson, but Big Ben strikes one. Here from the Erie Insurance Arena. We'll get a look at it. As Kyle Maximovich set up as this one right towards the goal. Just through the goal mouth wide. Off the face-off. Erie jams it all the way around the horn. Maximovich will reel it in from the right point. Flicks it down low. Looking intended for Radish. Stanley gets there. Tries the far side. Maximovich couldn't pin the wall. And it bounces all the way down to Erie ice. 45 seconds remain. Power play for the Erie Otters. Owen Hedrick. An 11-game point streak for Hedrick. Carries ahead. On for Ladnia. Back to Owen Hedrick. Bust towards the front of the net now. Trying to tuck it home. And he hit the post again. Robinson after it. On to the near side boards. Maximovich reaches. Had it and held in for a second. Pokes it deeper. Erie keeps it alive. Nice hustle work. Here's Robinson. Looking for Ivan Ladnia. Too much air on that one. And ahead for McHugh, right wing side. Nick McHugh waits, stops up, wrist shot, shoulder, stop by Timpano. Here with 10 seconds left in the period. Maximovich wanted to feed Taylor Radish and couldn't complete the pass. Here's Owen Hedrick back behind his own net. Bouncing puck here as out of the box is Sherwood. Killing off a second one here. PK units on display tonight as Robinson carries ahead left wing side. Hits the brakes as he enters the line. Gives off to Sandbrook. Tucks it away from one man. Slows in the corner. Throw it in front. And it's intercepted by Bunneman. Gurney was crashing the net on the other side. Erie Ladnia, he's tired. He's still out here now. 4 Rangers into the zone. Sherwood, wrist shot. Up, save, Timpano. And he'll leave it to the near side circle for the face-off.
Who was the last Otters player to tie a game in final minute regulation? A, B, C, or D? Take a guess. Yes.
The Otters have seen some leads disappear the last couple of games, and they're holding on to this one here. 2-1. Here in the second period with 7:15 to play. And the Otters charge to center. Third line on Patrick Fellows. Going to lean in on Gareffa. Leave it out for Ryan Martin at the line. Flick one towards the goal. Is blocked by Lishka. Angled back behind the net. Slowed by York. Lishka one more time in the final 7 minutes of the second period. And his Rangers down by 1. Shot 16-15 in favor of the Rangers. And down the right wing side, Yancey runs over Sandbrook. And into the play on the near side is Ryan Martin at the corner. And Rickard Hug trying to dig it on out. Joe Mack battling for Erie as well. He snapped a goal-scoring streak. Picked up his 4th of the year Friday night in Guelph. Started the comeback as Erie plays it out ahead to center. Off a glove, and they able to move forward. Here's Joe Mack, right wing side. Fan on the shot, got it back and sends it behind the net. Ryan Martin will pinch in. One hand on the stick. Able to knife it for Fellows. Twisting with Joe Mack, who picks it off and has it in the corner. Out towards the circle. Flick it towards the goal. Save made. Here's Fellows. In the office now. Working out onto the far side circle. Out atop for Henry. Now Golod retrieves back. Right wing side. Makes his move. Drops it off. Henry wants to shoot. He'll throw it towards the net. And that's off his stick. Off the mark. And comes right back to Henry at the right point. As he throws it down low for Golod. Picks it up. Plays it off the net. Wanted to play it to himself. as Jack York had other ideas, and it's floated down the length of the ice. This will be an icing call, and a tired unit out there for the Kitchener Rangers. They had some offensive zone time, then Erie hemmed them in for a bit. And that was seen by Chris Hartsburg. He tosses out the top line, looking to take advantage here. Maximovich on the draw. And on the tie-up. Thrown back to the corner. Ladnia gets there first. Wheels on far side. And a 2-1 hockey game. Give it in front for Taylor Radish. Off his stick, Garefa knocked it down. Chip towards center, but not farther as Duff has it. They'll get one trade. And Taylor Radish comes back into the zone. Trying to cut to the middle of the ice. Radish wheels over, looking in front for Maximovich. The pass denied. Henderson, fresh man on. And he gets it out to center. Owen Hedrick backs up. He wants to quickly move it ahead here. Pass on for Maximovich. Bounced on for Ivan Ladnia. Knocked down to the ice by Logan Stanley. And Erie's going back to the man advantage. They're trying to finish the change and get on the defense. And Logan Stanley trying to get into the action and into the play as the Otters quickly moved it ahead. And Ivan Ladnia draws the call. Logan Stanley wants a dive, you can see, as he makes his way off in Erie's third power play try of this frame alone. 0 for 2. Interference to call. Nudge back for Hedrick. Erie sets up shop with the power play. Ladnia back to Owen Hedrick. Open on the right side is Maximovich. Now makes his move down towards the half wall. And wants to spin it back out to the blue line. Hedrick, cross ice, Ladnia. As he has it from the circle. Trade places with Taylor Radish. Center point area. Hedrick lets it go. That's off his stick, blocked. Hard to fight the lanes. A quick moving penalty kill unit of the Rangers. And aggressive at that as well. Radish guide it back after the tie-up. Here's Hedrick. Taylor Radish, cross ice for Maximovich, who reels it in on the backhand. And now drifts down the lane. Hands off to Taylor Radish. Cross ice to the circle. Here again holds. Skip pass in front. Ladnia on the back door. Couldn't take it. Too much heat on that one from Maximovich. Bounce around towards the middle of the ice and fired down on a Troy Timpano. He'll snap it ahead for Taylor Radish. Settle it down at center red. Enters the zone. Leaves it for Ladnia on the left wing. Down to the half wall. Maximovich at the point. Winds up, doesn't shoot. Sets up Hedrick. He'll let it go. Stop made. Bounces off, and the net. The light went off on that one as Erie spins it down low. Shot was off the mark. Erie flips it towards the front. Radish denied. Garrett Podubny digs it out. 45 seconds on the power play. Ladnia holds in the corner. Waits. Taylor Radish now. Spin it back out towards the blue line where Hedrick gives right back to Maximovich. Cross ice again. Here's Ladnia. Down low in front. Here's Podubny, and it's off his stick wide. Taylor Radish now. Looking on for Maximovich. Hedrick is open up head. He wants the shot to go. Deflected. Save made. The rebound. Erie can't get it on goal. Hedrick holds in once more. On for Maximovich on the right side. Hedrick at the point. Looks, surveys, holds. Near side. Ladnia. One-timer. Stopped by Richardson. And no rebound. Multiple chances there for the power play unit. Just missing on the back door was Taylor Radish. Too much steam on the pass. And a couple more back and forth. The Otters in good puck possession and getting some good looks. And still some time left on the man advantage as Sambrook holds. 10 seconds left. He'll step into one. That's off the leg and out of play. .328 remains in the second period. The Otters holding a 2-1 lead over the Kitchener Rangers. Recently fell out of the CHL top 10. One of the teams replacing them. How about the Hamilton Bulldogs in the charge? They're making the Eastern Conference. We know what the Greyhounds are doing as well as they sit in the top 3. And have just won their 14th straight game. Erie holds in. Right side, out of the box is Logan Stanley. We're even strength. Sambrook. Flick it towards the net. It's blocked down as Mack finds it. Wrist shot from a sharp angle. Getting across is Richardson. And he also knocked the net off in the same maneuver, which will bring the halt in action. Another draw inside Kitchener territory. Richardson and Chris McGonigal, they got the net here for the last few games. About a month and a half now. as they await the return of Anthony Dumont-Bouchard for the Kitchener Rangers. That'll shore things up. Things have changed. I mean, Dumont-Bouchard, he's in the he's between the pipes for the Kitchener Rangers. 2.14 goals against average for the team in his 7 games played. The other 21 changes by about a goal and a half on the defensive side. 3.62 goals allowed per game for the Kitchener Rangers. It's a huge difference. I mean, nothing against the goaltending, but Dumont-Bouchard coming in. Trade with the Barrie Colts if they picked him up as a free agent. Well, off the waivers, I should say, from the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. It's been quite a swap of players this year between the Quebec and the Quebec League and the Ontario Hockey League. A couple goaltenders coming this way to the OHL. And for the Otters alone, 3 Erie Otters in the Quebec League right now, with the move of Joe Murdaka. He's with Acadia Bathurst. 2 other Otters that you may remember, Taylor Egan and Riley McRae, also playing in the Quebec League. Kitchener, a couple that have left. Liam Payton, one of them just recently, making the move to the Quebec League as well. As it's back to action, little net maintenance in here. Here's Maximovic trying to give it out to the front of the net. Got it right back, though. Block pass. Here's Lodnia stretching across. Is Richardson to make the stop. They didn't get a whole lot on it, though. Here's Erie out to the blue line. Sambrook able to keep in. Chop that. Maximovic. Lodnia battling away. They'll find Maximovic. Man open in front is Taylor Radish, as Lodnia again finds the puck. Throw it down low for Radish. Wheels on near side corner at the circles. Drops it off for Ryan Martin. Enters in now. And he's hit on the near side corner, ran right into a brick wall, and thrown to the ice one more time by Morellis. Now Martin comes back in. Well, didn't like the extra shove down along the ice. It's worked up the far side, spinning Masker. Man ahead is Cole Sherwood. Rolls off his stick, and Timpano guides it back behind the net. Sherwood will find it on near side. Erie gets back defensively, though. Maximovic, shouldered by Morellis, gets right back up. Martin comes in as well. As Maximovic reaching, knocked down, a little shaken up after that hit. Morellis on far side, floated out towards the blue line. It's Gentles, near side for Garefa, and a shot with traffic down low. Timpano is down, as is Sherwood. This was behind the play. I didn't see what happened, but Sherwood prone along the ice. And I don't know if the penalty's coming from this or not. But this coming kind of behind the play. It was following the blue line where the puck was worked on for a shot at the top of the right circle. And Sherwood a bit shaken up. He's able to make his way off. There's a collision with the goaltender. Timpano is down and able to make the save. Saw on the replay there. The whistle had sounded before the shot came from the right circle. And no harm, no foul. Incidental contact with the goaltender. Faceoff comes outside of the Erie zone. There it's tossed on in by Grayson Ladd as we get back to action. Henderson banked one off of Hedrick. Gara Podubny able to push it ahead one more time. Max Golod will find it. He sends it into the zone. And Robinson down to chase. Ladd moves it on far side. Here's Bunneman. Right back for Ladd. Down to the right circle. His own end. Nice pass onto the neutral zone. Gara Podubny reaches, able to poke it away, and Golod takes over off of the turnover by Bunneman. Max Golod trying to swing it in front for Gara Podubny. Knocked down off his skates. Puck trickles onto the far side corner. Leaning in is Gentles, and he'll reverse it on near side for Ladd. With 90 seconds remaining here in the second period. 2-1 lead for the Otters. All goal scoring coming in the first. Bunneman floated towards the front. And nobody there to put it home. Ladd banked one towards the front. Denied there by Jack Duff. Ladd again along the right side. Out for Henderson. Wrist shot. Shoulder stop made. The rebound knocked it in midair by Hedrick. Ladd holds it again. And now the whistle sounds. They're going to call a hand pass. Oh, and the Erie got away with one because it was Owen Hedrick who knocked it out of midair. and then Ladd moved it. Everybody's looking around and say that's not what happened. Hedrick's the one that knocked it out of midair and was played by Kitchener. It should have been all good. They wave it for a hand pass, and it comes out to neutral ice. Erie gets a call. Everybody kind of stunned on that one. And Lottie will step into the draw with Morellis. Erie pulls this one back. Here's Martin. Maximovic out left wing. Cross corner jumping. As Taylor Radish charges towards the zone. Lottie takes there, spins it on near side. Moved ahead by Cole Carter onto neutral ice. And down the right wing, here's Lishka. Floated towards the front off the skate of Jordan Sambrook. Having a pretty good game here for the Otters and Jordan Sambrook. Moved ahead for Ivan Lodney, left wing side. Gets in the zone, leaves it for Radish. Walks on in, waits and fires. Save made by Richardson. Ruth's behind the net. Poked up the near side. Carter will grab there and just nudge it out towards center. Ryan Martin for the Otters in control. DD to Sambrook and right back. Again for Sambrook. In the final 25 seconds. Ramped in by Maximovic. Radish gives chase. Logan Stanley reels it in there. Slows it down, gives to Morellis. As he chases out towards center ice, banks it off the body of Otters defense. Timpano flings it on far side. Pushed ahead by the Otters. And here's one more rush as Taylor Radish kind of fanned on that pass. Poked it into the zone. Garepa takes over 3 seconds. 2-1 will end the second. A contested second period. Couple power play chances on both sides. Nobody able to cash in the goaltenders. The story in the second. As the Otters outshoot the Rangers 11-9 in that second frame. 20-17, through 40 minutes of play. Step away for a break, and when we come back, we'll have the second intermission report for you, the UPFC intermission report, on after this. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Just like your car, it needs regular maintenance everyone, I'm Terry Doyle. Welcome to this week's edition of OHL News, presented by Bauer. Coming up on the show, we'll talk to the first overall choice in the 2017 OHL Priority Selection. That's Ryan Suzuki of the Barrie Colts, who is settling in to his first season in the Ontario Hockey League very well. That's coming up in a moment, but first, this week's OHL On the Run Player of the Week is Sarah Noel of the Oshawa Generals. He picked up 4 goals and 4 assists for 8 points in 3 games last week and was a +5. The 17-year-old hails from Ottawa and is now in his second season with the Generals. He was chosen by Oshawa in the second round of the 2016 OHL Priority Selection. He's eligible for the 2018 NHL Entry Draft and captured a gold medal as a member of Canada's National Summer Under-18 team at the Ivan Halenka Memorial Tournament. NHL Central Scouting has given him an A rating heading towards next year's draft. Meantime, a player chosen right at the top of the 2017 OHL Priority Selection, Ryan Suzuki of the Barrie Colts, is off to a very nice start to his Ontario Hockey League career, really settling in with the Barrie Colts. As we went to air this week, Suzuki with 16 points in 21 games, pretty strong numbers for a 16-year-old. Suzuki, of course, the younger brother of Nick Suzuki of the Owen Sound Attack. And recently, Ryan Suzuki and I chatted about his first year in the OHL. With Ryan Suzuki of the Barrie Colts, and this Barrie Colts team's off to a pretty good start here as we're 20 some odd games into the season. What's been going well for the Barrie Colts to get things going as we're now late into November and heading into the first week of December?
I think our goaltending's been second to none. I mean, Leo's been playing great, and then whenever Kai Edmonds has had to step up, he's come in and he's won some games. So I think the biggest thing though is just our team depth. We've got great scoring power from all 4 lines, and our defense can contribute as well.
I heard Leo Lazarov's quite a character.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of that broken English-Russian accent he likes to entertain?
Oh, yeah, and he's missing his 2 front teeth, so that just adds to it.
It's quite the character. You talked about the depth, and you guys, of course, Andrei Svechnikov went down with the injury, yet it really doesn't seem like you guys have missed a beat. You miss him, of course, but is that really showing just how much depth you guys have?
Yeah, I mean, with Andrei being out, I mean, other guys have had to step up, and so far we've done that, but once he's back, it'll definitely improve and help our game.
For you, coming into the Ontario Hockey League, getting your first taste of it, what's it been like?
It's definitely a little bit faster than minor midget for sure. But all the guys have been great. I mean, I've had some great mentors like Chiodo, Howard Chuck, Svechnikov, Magwood, all those guys. So it's been a real easy transition for me.
You took part in the under 17 tournament recently. Just that whole experience. Now that you get a chance to look back on it, and of course playing with guys from across the country, what was that whole experience like for you?
Yeah, it's definitely an honor anytime you get to put on the Canadian jersey. I mean, competing against all the best O1s in the world was a great experience for me, and I mean, we didn't get what we wanted, but it was a great experience for sure. You
find it's just a nice taste to, get that first taste of wearing a Canada jersey, and I'm sure hoping that you'll get a chance to do that again. Yeah, I mean, this is just the first step. There's still a lot of work I got to put into my game, and hopefully down the road, next year will be the U18s and then the World Juniors after that. Central Division's fairly tight right now. Mississauga and Niagara coming up on your heels a little bit. I know it's early, but do you guys just find it still at that point of the season where it's more worry about your game and then let the chips fall where they may right now with the other teams? Yeah, I mean, points are huge every game, so I mean, you can't worry about the other teams. You just got to focus on yourself, and you can't let other teams win points for you or anything, so I mean, when it comes down to it, you just got to play your game and hopefully get some points. They're in the other conference. Do you find yourself watching Owen Sound Attack scores come in occasionally? Oh, yeah, I watch, look up for my brother all the time, but, yeah, but I was, it's always the Colts first, so. Absolutely. But whenever I see any cool highlights from his games, I always check them out. Now, bring us up to speed. Have you guys played each other yet? We haven't played in season, but we played in exhibitions. How was that experience? Yeah, it was definitely weird. I mean, it's always weird playing friends, but it was really weird playing a family member. So I know he actually slashed me when I was coming off from a line change, and he got a penalty, which was pretty funny. I'm sure there must have been a little rubbing that in after the game.
Yeah, there was, but they ended up winning that game, so I couldn't say too much about it.
He got the last laugh from that standpoint.
Yeah.
What's it like for your parents and family members watching? It's like, okay, we want you both to go out and score 2 goals, but we're not sure who we really want to win here.
Yeah, I guess they're going to have to get one of those jerseys that are cut in half. So I know there's about 10 or 12 of them at the game when we were playing each other, but I know they were just cheering for both of us, not really focused on either of the teams.
That was Ryan Suzuki of the Barrie Colts. Some news and notes this week. Congratulations to Sioux Greyhounds coach Drew Bannister, who picked up his 100th career OHL coaching victory, while Dale Howardchuk, the Hockey Hall of Famer, who was recently honored by the Winnipeg Jets, coached his 500th career OHL regular season game this past Sunday. This week's CHL Top 10 rankings shows 3 OHL clubs on the list. For the 6th straight week, the Sarnia Sting are the number 1 team in the country, entering this weekend's play with a 21-4-1 record. The Sioux Greyhounds remain at number 3. They're 23-2 coming into this weekend's play, while the Hamilton Bulldogs crack the list. Number 8 they are in the CHL Top 10. Meantime, the Barrie Colts remain an honorable mention this week. Speaking of top 10s, how about the minor midget top 10 rankings heading towards the OHL Cup powered by Under Armour? The Toronto Marlboros remain the number 1 team. They, of course, out of the GTHL. Really, the top 3 have stayed the same. Number 2, the Oakville Rangers of the OMHA, and back to the GTHL for the Vaughan Kings at number 3. You can check out the complete list at OntarioHockeyLeague.com. This, of course, all leading up to the OHL Cup powered by Under Armour and hosted by the GTHL, which comes up in mid-March in Toronto. Keep an eye on the OHL website over the next little while, as all OHL clubs doing things leading up to the holiday season, really showing that community spirit. Teddy Bear Toss events will, of course, dominate the headlines. Some teams have already had them, many coming up over the next week or so. A great time of year to see OHL teams and their fans and the players getting involved in community efforts. Well, that's going to do it for our show this week. You've been listening to OHL News presented by Bauer. I'm Terry Doyle. Thanks for joining us.
You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
best health plan through your employer? Well, let's look at the proof. With Highmark, you're covered wherever and whenever at 93% of doctors across the country and in 190 countries across the world. So whether you're going to Minneapolis or Milan, your coverage goes too. Choose the plan with Living Proof. Choose Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Visit ChooseLivingProof.com. Network coverage varies by plan. Check your member materials for details.
The 2017 OHL Championship
And welcome back inside the Erie Insurance Arena. We've played 40 minutes here in this game. The final visit by the Kitchener Rangers into the Erie Insurance Arena. And it's the Otters with a 2-1 lead here after 2. We're inside the UPMC intermission report. Let's jump into our recap with all the goal scoring coming in the first. That's where all the action is, as the Otters, well, they needed just 37 seconds to take the lead. Because at 5:18 of the first period, Otters, towards the end of a shift, still have enough in the tank to get in the offensive zone. Maksimovic bringing it right down, cuts towards the middle of the ice, towards that left wing circle from the mid slot. Gentles all over him, still gets a shot away, and as Gentles deflected the shot, it just leaks through Luke Richardson, and the Otters have a 1-0 lead. 37 seconds later, great breakout of the Otters zone as they advance the puck forward, left wing side, and they cross the blue line. 2 forwards go to the front of the net, opens up the passing lane as Garrett Pidomny slows things down along the wall. Cross ice as Jordan Sambrook jumps in and rips home his 6th of the season. The Otters lead 2-0. Rangers get one back. Greg Morellis at 12:15. Just able to dig a puck loose out of the Otters goaltender Troy Timpano, who came out, had to challenge Cole Carter, who was pretty much in by himself. Cut down the angle, the defenseman comes in to help out, but he was about 7 feet in front of his crease, makes the save and tries to cover up. Morales digs it out and puts it into open net. No scoring in that second. Erie went over 3 on the power play in the second period. And they also killing off a penalty of their own, but goaltenders, they were strong in that second period. 11 stops for Richardson, 9 for Timpano. Buckle up for a third period where the Rangers have come back in each of their last 2 games in the third for wins over the Owen Sound attack. Real quick, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the Sheridan and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels, proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. You ought to be staying with the best. 6 other games in the OHL slate today. Finals right now is the Hamilton Bulldogs down the Mississauga Steelheads 5-3. Kingston Frontenacs over the Barrie Colts 6-2. Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds keep on winning 4-0 over the Ottawa 67s. And fortunately for the Otters, they don't see him until February, where they'll see him twice within 6 days. Sarnia Sting, rebound, 4-1 victory over the Oshawa Generals. Flint Firebirds with a victory in overtime over the Windsor Spitfires, 4-3. And then Niagara Ice Dogs and Saginaw Spirit all tied at 1. That's the only other game going on right now. They're in the second period, 5 minutes off the clock in the second. Step for a break. Third coming up next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Listen to this. Do you hear that? That's the sound of all the people clicking on your website right now. That's right, crickets. Get a website worth clicking about. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987 and turn silence into this.
Welcome back inside the Erie Insurance Arena. We're set for the third period. Otters holding to a 1-goal lead, 2-1. Here through 40 minutes of play. And this is, if you're the Rangers, right where you want them. As Kitchener, a couple comeback victories over the Owen Sound attack. Their last 2 games, all in the third period, erasing 2-goal deficits. As the Otters, we get back to action. As he play one from the far side, that goes off the crossbar. Almost got it right back, but they start the energy line to get the Rangers going. As it's poked on near side, Bunneman on down low. Damiani turns it out towards the blue line. Be held in by Gentles coming down to the far side corner. Angled it back down to the near side. As reaching is Jack Duff. He'll flip it out ahead, and here's Christian Gurney on for Erie. Cuts across the blue line, leaves it for Patrick Fellows on right wing side. Wrist shot off the post and off of the stick of Gurney with an open net. Couldn't get it through to the 4x6. Oh, pings on both sides. As Velati takes it the other way. Poke check by Sambrook. He drops it off for Lodnia, goes to the backhand, turns in front, and the shot was blocked on the twirling move into the offensive zone. Leave it up near side. And too many men on the ice is going to be the call, I believe, on Kitchener. They had 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And Erie's going to get... Oh, no, they're going to look up top first. As we'll look at a couple of these post shots. There's the first one. I don't know if we have the other one, guys, back on the other end. But the penalty will be too many men on the ice to Kitchener. But they will look upstairs at the shot about 15 seconds in. To start this third, or the Rangers put it off the crossbar.
The previous play is on review.
Clear cut on the other end. The Otters went off the post from Fellows. But on the other side, replay guys, I don't know if we can go back and look and see if we have that one from early on. First couple seconds. It won't matter. Well, okay. They wash it out. No goal from the Kitchener side, and Erie's going to the power play for too many men on the ice. There was a 6, as soon as you looked up, started counting, there's about 6 guys on there for a few seconds inside their own end, and Erie's got a power play early on, and looking for a little insurance. As the Otters over the last 2 seasons, when leading after 2 periods, 51-0. And they'll pick the puck up on the near side. 8-0 here this season. Maximich moves down right wing side. Got a little room. Wrist shot blocked by Stanley. And out of play. Oh, he saw Radish head onto the right wing side. Stanley recovers. Just takes up so much space. And it's like having 2 guys out there. You had the stick in as well. And that long wingspan. As Damiani waved out, Henderson will take the draw against Gira Podobny. Podobny face off into Lodnia. Holds, waits, wrist shot. That's off the mark. Radish reels it in. Angles it out high for Lodnia. Now for Hedrick, center point area. In front, deflected, looking for Gira Podobny. Nudged up the near side. Podobny follows up. And trying to leave it. Drop pass, Hedrick. Now Lodnia. Down low, power up front, in front. Denied the opportunity was Podobny. Hedrick has it, though. And on for Maximich on the left. And bounce toward the front. Here's Radish reeling in. Throw it to the front of the net for Podobny. And it's poked away before Ivan Lodnia could get there. And then that one going to the bench? No. We'll keep on going. Erie picks it up from neutral ice, and weaving it into the offensive zone is Ivan Lodnia. Erie 0 for 3 here on the man advantage tonight. They look to set up shop. Taylor Radish makes his move and just hands off to Lodnia. Out high, Owen Hedrick. Trying to keep the point streak going for Owen Hedrick. 11 games right now. Taylor Radish out ahead. Here's Hedrick walking in. Save made by Richardson. Another one off a stick and wide to the near side corner. Maximich will pick it up there. Curl it to Hedrick. And then Lodnia one more time. Down low. Taylor Radish with some room. Fires it just wide on the shot. Here's Hedrick. Lodnia left side. 40 seconds left in the power play. Ivan Lodnia at the circles. Waits. Holds. Drop it off for Taylor Radish. They trade places. Comes out high. And again for Lodnia. Radish at the circles. Shot. Glove save Richardson with Gira Podobny in front. And Richardson holds on. 28 seconds remain in the too many men call. Served by Cole Sherwood, who will, I'm assuming, stay out here. They're able to kill it off. Second unit on for Erie. Patrick Fellows waved out. And Golan will step in for Erie against Morellis, who has the goal for Kitchener. And Morellis wins his faceoff. Stanley softly sends it on near side. This one launched out of play. And Erie's got a 5-on-3 coming up. These are on both sides. These are calls that you don't want to, coaches hate. And a delay of game, 2 of them for the Otters, 1 here for the Rangers. 2 of them on the ice call for the Rangers as well. And the Otters with 23 seconds of 5-on-3 time. The face-off to the left of Richardson. And loose, poked onto the near corner. Maximich on after it. Bouncing puck, gathered by Kitchener, played off the linesman. Erie gets a little assist here as they keep it alive. Taylor Radish bouncing puck, settles it down for Hedrick. Holds, waits, Radish one-timer, and it was blocked. Maximich will find it on the near side. 8 seconds, 5-on-3. Hedrick now waits, defers. Radish, he'll walk in. Wrister save made. Rebound picked up by Radish. Center point. Here's Hedrick. Doesn't shoot. Maximich one-timer. He hit the post again. Bounces on this side of the cage. Picked up by Podubny. Takes it back from Lodnia and then defers back to 27 in white. 5-on-4 now for a minute and a half. Taylor Radish, left wing circle. Gives down low. It's Lodnia ahead for Hedrick at the blue line. Near side, Maximich. Backs down the wall and hands off to Hedrick. Right back to Maximich along the hash marks of the face-off circle. Poked it down low. Radish takes off behind the net. Drops off in front. Stop made by Richardson on Lodnia. Still loose and fired up the near side on the clear. Timpano quickly out to play, and he'll set it on for Owen Hedrick. And Maximich brings it along the line and fires it on in. Lodnia on his horse. Carter gets there first and drills it down into Erie territory. First one over. 5-on-4 now. 45 seconds left with Velati in the box for delay of game. Here's Maximich. Leaves it for Lodnia. Tossed down low. Logan Stanley there. Tied up there with Maximich. And then talk about a height differential there. It's bounced the other way on the clear. Is looking for it as Damiani. Him and Lodnia tie up on down to the far corner Erie territory. Settled for Hedrick and now Taylor Radish. This unit's been out here quite a while. As Radish leans in down right wing side. Kicks it behind the goal. And now holds on from the hash marks. Leaves it for Owen Hedrick, center point. A lot of time left here. Ticking down with 10 seconds on the power play. They send it out for Owen Hedrick. Near side, Maximich back to Hedrick, and it's poked away and reeling. There's Hedrick able to keep it alive. Almost had a shorthanded opportunity. Maximich on a cross for Lodnia. Comes off the boards, couldn't get a shot away. Bounce down for Cade Robinson. As he's tied up along the end boards, Erie changing behind the play. They want 2 defenders out there. They'll finally get it as Maximich swaps for Hedrick. And now Stanbrook on. Steps into one. Slap shot blocked. Radish after it. And he's shaken up on the play as he makes his way off the bench. And chased down the near side. Cade Robinson with a man in front. Throw it that way. Lodnia trying to turn it on the back end. Loose between skates. Garefa there. Lodnia does get a shot away. And Richardson able to come up with the stop. That puck just sat there between a crisscross of legs and skates. A figure 4 down along the goal line. The Otters unable to get much on net. A couple fan tries. The Rangers do some good penalty killing here in the early parts of this final frame and within striking distance in a 2-1 hockey game. A little over 5 minutes off the clock. The Otters lead 2-1. Into the zone they come again. Patrick Fellows sets up Sandbrook. Right wing side, wide open. Moves on in. Wrist shot. Saved by Richardson. As Sandbrook went for the same side. Wanted to snap his second of the night blocker side. And Richardson says no. Almost snuck it through him with the traffic in front. And Sandbrook has had quite a good game here today for the Erie Otters. Picked up goal and an assist. 2 points on the night. But also defensively, he has been stellar for Erie and holding this Kitchener attack back. Joe Mack waved out. Some shuffling for the Otters as Patrick Fellows steps in on the draw that's pulled back by Garefa. Joe Mack after to the far side boards, chipped ahead by Morellis, but it ends up off the body of Mack. Settled by the Kitchener D, and a look from the left wing side with Velati. Oh, he coughed it up, though, to the Erie. Fellows couldn't settle down that bouncing puck. Gurney one leg across as Erie gives it right back, and now Stanley. Left wing for Masker, trying to get around Sambrook. Poked around there, and as Erie knifes it on far side, Gareffa picks it up. He's playing forward now. Velati at the center point area. Slap shot, sticked away by Timpano to the near corner. It's reeled in by Morellis. Twirls onto the near side, fighting there with Sambrook. And Gareffa, Morellis able to come out of that pileup with it as Logan Stanley holds in, plays it down, look out, loose in front, Gareffa, but he couldn't settle down the knuckler. Battle back behind the net, jostling is Sambrook. Pushes it on far side, getting there, Gareffa, fanned on one try, but able to mook it out for Velati. And into the corner where it's reversed by Martin and pushed ahead by Sambrook near side, getting a piece of it, Christian Gurney at the end of his shift as Stanley directs traffic and shuffles it on for his D partner. Right back to Logan Stanley. Lumbers ahead. Gives to Gareffa. Poked up the line by Sambrook. Sent on far side. Man just on. Look out. Right wing side. Wrist shot. Off a stick wide. As they just stepped on with Yancey. They feed back down low. As Yancey now tied up. Feed to the front of the net. And the Otters first men on it as Chad Yetman able to escape out to center and around Gentles for the dump in down right wing corner. Bounce there. Patry trying to dig it out. He does. Stick handles between two, but Gareffa takes over. He's been out here for a while. He makes his way off as they look for McHugh. Pass off his skate. And offside the call to Kitchener with 12:50 to go here in the third period. The Otters out shooting Kitchener 7-1 to start. But lots of power play time for Erie to begin this third frame. Between a 2-minute on the ice call and delay game puck over the glass. Face off. They'll say it's an intentional face or offside play, which brings it all the way back down to the Kitchener ice. And Gentles will slide it at the face-off win on for Damiani, and he'll ladle it out to center ice. High to the air, glove down and brought into the zone offside, however, by Connor Bunneman. Him and Henderson trying to get into the zone. Disrupted just enough to slow the momentum by Curtis Henry. And the face-off will be just in front of the Otters bench outside their blue stripe, where another one pulled back by Damiani that comes back towards Richardson. As the Otters chase, Cade Robinson up the near side, forces the pass. Garrett Podubny with a little steal, but he gives it right back to Bunneman. Poked there by Garrett Podubny as Erie settles it down with Owen Hedrick. He'll look out ahead, launch it that way, trying to find Max Golod. Not trying to beat the icing call as Ladd gets back. No icing on the play, and Golod forces the dish near side. Gentles holds. On ahead for Kitchener. Into the zone they come. Damiani inside out move on Jack Duff. Got around one, but Hedrick follows up. Poked off of his stick, loose back behind the Erie goal. Guided here by Jack Duff, who can skate ahead to center ice. And flip it on left wing side as Ladd looking to settle it down. And just bounce it back off the boards out to neutral ice and Erie. Changing personnel ahead of the play as Hedrick gives to Duff. And then one more pass. Nice dish to Lodnia. Goes inside out, but it's poked away by Gentles. Reeled in by Lodnia again. Looking backdoor. Poked away by Kitchener. And as the Otters back to center. Taken by Lishka for Sherwood. Sambrook takes there. Dish off the skates of Kyle Maximovich. Hits the brakes, so it's poked away by Rickard Hugg and then launched in to the Erie zone. Be played by Troy Timpano. Shuffle for Sambrook. He lets it go to Taylor Radish, and he just hands it right on to Rickard Hugg. Look out. Wrist shot. Save made. Underneath the goaltender. And in. Rickard Hugg takes the puck from Taylor Radish, just flicks it towards the goal that caught Timpano by surprise and dropped underneath him. Be found by Lishka and ties this game up at 2. Well, the Otters, a gaff in their own end, just feet inside their blue line. And then that shot after Timpano was getting back into the goal, after he moved it on for Sambrook, and then Taylor Radish goes off his chest and drops underneath them. And Otters, now they're find themselves tied, and Radish trying to get it right back now. Wrist shot is stopped by Richardson on top of the right wing circle. Hugg will pick up the assist That ties this one up. Here nearly midway through the third period. Taylor Radish forced to take the draw. Lodney tried to dig it out, still loose as Radish gets a shot away coming off that face-off. That's off the shoulder of Richardson and out of play. Right back to the left side of Rangers goaltender Luke Richardson. Fourth round pick of these Rangers in 2015. 18-year-old from Barrie, Ontario.
Is 968-437, 968-437 of Jersey.
Joe Mack will step in for the draw. Here he is shifting personnel. And waved out is Connor Bunneman. Damiani on the face-off, spiked onto the near side wall. Fellows in a tie-up. Mack trying to clear it loose. Quickly sent forward by Stanley, and now butt on right wing side. Henderson into the Otters zone. Back across. Fellows gets back on the back check, takes the puck away. Otters want to skate forward. Joe Mack for Gurney. They'll tip it in the zone, tied up by Velani. Greff up the near side, goes off of Gurney. And slowed down as reaching is Patrick Fellows. Instead grabbed out to neutral ice by Henderson. Spun around by Hedrick, and the Erie regains possession. A brand new hockey game here from the Erie Insurance Arena. As Adam Lishka finds the equalizer at 2 midway through this third frame. Rangers trying to continue their span of comebacks in the third period. A couple of them, both 5-4 victories over the Owen Sound attack the last couple of nights. It's floated back to Erie ice. Here's Jordan Sambrook, replacing the forwards ahead of him as they find Alex Gritz getting into the zone. Poked on left wing side. Patry with it. Rich shot. Shoulder stop made. Rebound. Gurney knocks it down. Bounces it to the front. Denied onto the near side. Sambrook, he'll drive into one. And that sails high on him. And off the corner glass. Carries the center. And Sherwood the other way. Drags and fires it off a stick wide. Mascarin will try. That one spins off the mark. And Logan Stanley will keep in along the far side boards. Gritz slows it down. Sends it on for Sambrook in front of his net. Nudges it up the near side wall, but it's going to be held in by Gareffa. Trying to dish out towards the blue line. Taken away, though. Erie steps in front of it. Patry, he'll guide it on down right wing side and chase. Has numbers with them as they collide there with the big 6'7" Logan Stanley. Sherwood grabs out of the far side, launches it back towards Erie ice. It'll roll for an icing call. Here with 9:20 to go in the third period. The Kitchener Rangers have come back to tie this one up. Otters fans, remember that True Moo and Meadowbrook Dairy Pure Milk is the official milk choice of the Erie Otters. That's True Moo and Meadowbrook Dairy Pure Milk. Pick up a gallon today at your local grocer. Sit here in the third period. Otters are an offensive zone draw coming up. And Otters fans, a reminder to you that coming up just before Christmas on Friday, December 22nd, Team USA in their final pre-tournament exhibition action will be here from the Erie Insurance Arena. They'll take on Team Sweden in their last tune-up before the World Junior Championship in Buffalo, New York. That'll start just after Christmas, and you can catch that action right before their last game before that. It'll be Friday, December 22nd, here at the Erie Insurance Arena. General admission seats, any seat at $17. And kids seats, 12 and under, start at $12. Get those at erieevents.com and at the Erie Insurance Arena box office. Back to action to the right of Luke Richardson after the icing call, and the Otters. Here's going right off the draw, sends it wide on the glove hand. That'll skip out towards center ice, and Mascarin plays it off the linesman here, bounced around and knocked on far wall. Here goes Max Golod. Garrett Padumny will take it from him. Settles down the bouncing puck. Golod holds now, fires, it's blocked as here is crashing towards the cage, and now it's Kitchener's turn to skate. Out ahead, reaching on the dive is Golod to take the pass away from Mascarin as it's sent back behind the net. Erie coughs it up though. Mascarin reels it in, gives in front. Here's Sherwood back across, intercepted And Hedrick gives ahead. Giveth and taketh away. Here's Lodnia now, leading to the front, going to the 5-hole, save made. Rebound on the far side. Erie can't find it. Grabbed by Kitchener, and they'll push it out to center. Sherwood now, wrist shot, pad stop, got it back on his own rebound, curls to the front for a backhand try. That's blocked by Erie. And Erie spins it out to center. Lodnia now, into the zone, drops it off for Taylor Radish. Sandbrook joins in. They give down to the corner. Lodnia spiked it right back to himself. As he holds to the blue line, the give. Martin, near side Sandbrook, keeps it alive. Maximovich. Back out for Martin. Wrist shot off the stick of Henderson, out of play. And we will slow things down from the Erie Insurance Arena. 8:14 remains, but up and down the ice. We went there since our previous whistle. Chances on both sides as Lodnia is waved out of the draw. Maximovich to serve as the centerman. One out towards Sandbrook. He'll just chip it off a body to hold in for a moment, or it slipped out the center off the window by Damiani. Here in a 2-2 game. Kitchener ties things up here in the third. With 8 minutes remaining to dig in along the Rangers bench. Otters pull that out. Here's Maximovich to give to Martin. Now Sandbrook. Otters look to break out. And they try. Look out. Coughed up. Here's Bunneman. Poked away by Sandbrook. Big collision there. Down goes Sandbrook. It's brought in near side and in by Damiani. Martin goes to chase down to the corner. Laid out to the blue line. Stanley flick it towards the goal. Ends up behind the net. Bunneman sends it from behind the net off this side of the cage. And right back, here's Damiani. Wrist shot. Save made. Timpano. Slowed by Lodnia. Gives to Martin out of the near corner. And he'll hold behind his own net. And then look forward. Played on for Lodnia on the near side. Pass was behind him. Settles down for Kitchener. Their turn. Moving out towards neutral ice. They fired it off his stick. Owen Hedrick just on. Has it now. Slaps it on for Martin. His partner for the time being. Before Martin can go and change. He'll play it off the stick of Christian Gurney. And the remaining personnel swapped for Erie. 7 minutes to go here in the Erie Insurance Arena. The Otters looking for the first win over the Kitchener Rangers this season. The Rangers own the season series 3-0. And it's the final visit for the Rangers into the Erie Insurance Arena this year. Not even halfway through the season. Finally moved on for Stanley. He'll just float it out to center ice. And Owen Hedrick's going to go chase it down. Morellis with speed. Chops it off the stick of Hedrick. Looking for it into the near corner. Moved on far side. Chasing is Lishka. Just tied this game up. On the board for his 6th of the year. Jack Duff looking to move it. And now Joe Mack. Poked up by Patrick Fellows. Swept on. Morellis has it again. Fires it right back down behind the Erie goal. And Joe Mack will try the near side. Angled up off the window, and Christian Gurney makes sure it gets to center ice, where Fellows will loft it in towards Richardson. He's out to play it himself and slides it behind his own goal to the near corner. Kitchener out ahead, looking for Morellis. Shuffles and then makes his move around Joe Mack. Leads the march ahead. Morellis has a drop. Walks in and shoots. It's blocked by Hedrick instead. Settles behind the net. Fellows reaching, as is Hedrick. Fellows able to take that away on the attended dish by Morellis. And it's spiked towards center. York keeps it alive. And grabbed here one more time by Greg Morellis. And shuffles it down where Timpano will move it. Around the near side corner. Played right back for Jack Duff. Erie changing ahead of the play. They shoot it that way. And somehow Patry is able to come away with it. Gets around one man. Stefan Patry. Too many bodies around him. As Erie will keep in with Yetman. He did not. He thought he did as Yetman came flying. Shot at a cannon off the bench. Trying to keep that in along the blue line. Whistled for offsides. The face-off will be right in front of the Kitchener bench. Otters fans, our referee lineup brought to you by Visual Options. Like every game, Scott Oakman, Ryan Elbers are 2 referees. Adam Harris, Chris Homestead are linesmen. Face-off win, and Sandbrook gets the feet moving, gives the Patry. He'll float it on towards the net. Caught by Richardson, and he'll hold on. But results in an offensive zone face-off for Erie. Erie holding Kitchener just to 5 shots on goal here in the third, but one of them did get past Timpano after the Otters coughed it up right in front of their own blue line. They tie it up at 8:40 of this third frame. Golod chasing after. He's planted on the near side boards, but the Otters keep possession. Sandbrook takes a look. Now waits for a lane to open up and launches it wide. Off the end boards, and Damiani takes over. It's his dish. Finds Velati. Reels it in. Giovanni Villani, a B-rated prospect for the upcoming draft, floats it towards the Erie goal where Timpano slows it down with 5:05 to go in the third. All tied at 2. Otters and Rangers here from the Erie Insurance Arena. A couple others showing up on the ratings as well. Riley Damiani, a C-rated prospect, as well as Adam Lichka, their first-round pick in the CHL import draft at 29th overall from Bratislava, Slovakia. As Erie plays this one down to the near side corner, their own end. Martin off his skates, but able to recover. Plays it off the body of Cole Sherwood. Loose onto the far side corner. Lodney in to help out. So change behind the play of defensive pairings for Jay McKee. Gets the pairing once against the Otters top line. Lodney has the puck though. Cuts across the ice for Taylor Radish on right wing side. Trying to float it back in front. Off a body and it comes towards the goaltender, Richardson. And crashing into his own goaltender was Cole Sherwood on a little shove from Kyle Maximovich. Everybody picks themselves up. It looks to be all right. But Jay McKee matching his pairing of Logan Stanley, Giovanni Villani against the Otters top line. I'll tell you what, they've done a great job because they've kept the Otters for most of this game and that top line away from the middle of the ice. You saw it right there. Lodney trying to come across, and a lot of it forced them wide. They're not getting to the higher percentage areas between the face-off circles. Kept on the outside. Logan Stanley, big part of that. That's why they went and traded for him. Memorial Cup champion for the Windsor Spitfires. And snapped on ahead and deflected into the Otters zone. Duff runs a little interference, allows Timpano to play it. In some trouble now, but able to elevate it on the near side. Off the shelf, and here's Robinson. He's planted by Bunneman. And now they dig in along the near side boards. Erie unable to clear on that play. Trickling down towards the corner. Hedrick. Stick lifted, still after it. A shove from Garrett Podubny, and now Hedrick comes out of the pile with it. His pass deflected, with another crack at it, gets it out to center. Here's Kate Robinson, taken from goal line. Left wing side, slows up. Wrist shot off the mark. That sails all the way back to center ice. Off the ricochet. Jack Duff will settle it down, looking for Golod. Off a body. Now twisting, comes right back to Max Golod as the Otters change behind the play. Golod putting on the Ritz down right wing side. Flick it towards the net, knocked it in midair, and Damiani elevates it all the way back to Erie ice. As enough for icing is going to slow down and stop right before the line as Jack Duff forced to pick it up. Under 4 to go here from the Erie Insurance Arena in regulation time. As Taylor Radish trying to get around Colt Carter. Sits on the right wing circle, right at the top, and push forward for Lischka. And Kitchener on the counter attack. Lischka, wrister, blocked by Martin. And Timpano sweeps it behind his own net. Reaching Sandbrook, gets to Radish. Gives right back to Jordan Sandbrook. Detroit Red Wings pick. And on for Maximovich. And ahead, just off the mark for Radish, where it's poked back on towards neutral ice. And a chance for the Kitchener Rangers the other way. Leave it down left wing side for Cole Carter. Brian Martin able to get there. And now Lodney steps in to help out. Carter spins away from traffic, heads on far side. Tied up there by Ryan Martin, and Sandbrook follows up for Erie. Snaps it around the near side boards, and Taylor Radish will pick it up off his skates. Under 3 to go from the Erie Insurance Arena. The Otters bottle up here in their own end. They will work it on for Sandbrook, but just on. The Rangers get a fresh man. Lischka has to throw it to the front for Sherwood. And just off the mark. And Erie can finally pick that thing up. They got to get it out and deep as Lodney sends it the other way. No icing on the play, and they'll change. Logan Stanley behind his own net. Surveys the scene. Looks right, gives left. It's Adam Maskrin flying through the neutral zone. Now to Erie territory. Rolls off his stick and wheels behind the net. Bumped by Hedrick, and the Otters take the puck. Patrick Fellows gets the feet moving to center ice. Gives on to Owen Hedrick now. Head of steam, wrist shot, blocker save. Ooh, Richardson almost fooled him as he went for a look at the top of his crease. He has it underneath him. And we remain tied at 2 with 2:16 to go. Grits reunited with Patrick Fellows and Christian Gurney on this offensive zone draw. It's pulled back by Bunneman to the near side, and here's Velati. Twists out in front of his net, gives on to Bunneman. Looking out ahead, right wing side. Henderson will float it into the Erie zone. Chase after it. Jake Henderson. Wheels on near side from St. Louis, Missouri. Spins it back down low inside the Otters zone. Bunneman there. He's hit by Owen Hedrick. They plant each other on the boards, and Grits able to follow up, but it's grabbed one more time. Damiani's pass intercepted by Gurney, and the Otters move ahead. Patrick Fellows wheeling around one man, comes on to Christian Gurney, and then played by Henderson with the Otters offside for the whistle. You see Patrick Fellows still with the full face shield on. Suffered a broken nose against the Sarnia Sting back in this building. The Ottawa Senators, I apologize. The Senators, 67s, just a week ago. And as the Kitchener Rangers take the puck, after the draw, it's moved ahead for Velati. Sweep it into the Otters zone, and from the right wing, Cole Carter tripped up by Max Golod, but able to get right back up. No call-up coming. Morellis takes it behind the net, charging on near side. On for Nick McHugh, right back off his skate of Morellis. Erie turning around, and they'll find the puck after a chop from Sambrook. And ahead for Cade Robinson. Goes north with it. Just takes it down right wing side, runs into Velati. Golod, shouldered there. And a 2-on-2 jostle on the near side. Forced back and forth, trying to prod it loose. Golod sweeps it up the near side, but it comes right to Morellis. We'll settle things down and find Logan Stanley. Into the final minute of play here in regulation time, all tied up at 2. It's Ryan Martin tied up in his own end. Out there with Garrett Podubny, who pokes it up that far side. It'll skip past Golod out to center ice. And holding Logan Stanley for a big-time drive from center. And Timpano holds on with the Rangers coming towards them with 45.2 remaining on the clock in a 2-2 hockey game. Troy Timpano stopping 21 of 23 here. So far, staring down the barrel at another overtime. The Otters came off an overtime loss to the Guelph Storm on Friday. Out ahead for Taylor Radish, right wing side. 37 seconds left, the Erie into the zone. Flick it towards goal, stick save made. And Maximovich after that rebound. But Richardson pounces on top of it and has it. And the Otters will see an offensive zone draw upcoming. Time winding down here in the regulation period. Rodney will step in against Bunneman. Face-off comes towards Hedrick, trying to keep it alive as he reached. Longer reach by Damiani to poke it away towards neutral ice. 25 seconds left. The Otters loaded up here. Hedrick and Sambrook join the top line with Lodnia, Maximovich, and Taylor Radish. It's kept out at neutral ice as Maximovich tied up. Lofted towards the Erie net. Scooped up there. Fair caught by Timpano. He'll play it. Shuffle it on for Sambrook. Looks ahead for Taylor Radish. Didn't know it was coming as Erie picks one off here. 5 seconds to go in the period. Gets into the zone. Lodnia twirls away from a man. Waits. Got to get a shot away here. 2 seconds and 1. Time's going to run out on Erie. They came trickling into the offensive zone, but just a little too late. As regulation time ends, and we head to overtime. Well, the Otters needed 37 seconds to find their offense for the game. At 5:18, Kyle Maximovich opened the scoring, 1-0 Erie. Then 37 seconds later at 5:55, Jordan Sambrook rips home his 6th of the season. 2-0 hockey game, but the Rangers slowly chip away. At 12:15, Greg Morellis gets on the board for his 7th of the season to make it 2-1. Second period, a stalemate. The Otters outshot the Rangers 11-9. Brought us to the third. The Otters, a couple power plays to start, including a short 5-on-3. Nothing doing, and the Rangers come back, able to tie the game up at 8:40. After Erie coughs the puck up, just a few feet inside their blue line. And Rickard Hugg just snaps it towards the goal, leaks through. Timpano sits in the crease, and Lishka puts it home to tie things up at 2. Brings us to overtime. Otters 1-3 in overtime periods. Rangers 1-2. As we get to action, controlling here the Rangers. As Garefa, the face-off win, Damiani on, just stepping onto the ice in a swap is Cole Sherwood. They make their way towards neutral ice. They'll wind it up and set up Cole Sherwood with speed. Comes in, fakes the slapper, wrist shot, sails high. They'll chase it down to the near side corner. Erie has Maximovich, Taylor Radich, Owen Hedrick there. Only took 20 seconds for the Guelph Storm to get on the board and win the game 5-4 in the extra frame Friday night. As they leave it on in the near corner for Garefa. And he'll wheel ahead. The speedster trying to get around Taylor Radich. Wheels down left wing side, jams on the brakes as he pulls up. Cole Sherwood heads on right wing circle, now backs up, and they'll twist it on towards neutral ice one more time. As Garefa just calmly protecting the puck as well. Pick your chances. Is now taking off Cole Sherwood as Garefa lays it near side for Damiani. A change in defense as Sambrook watches. Where shot sails high. And off the glass, Damiani gets right back to his own puck. Otters finally get possession here. They take as the Kitchener Rangers had it for 1 minute and 10 seconds. It winds off the clock, and now it's the Otters' turn. They hold behind Herdette and leave it for Lodnia with Podubny out left. Lodnia weaves his way towards neutral ice. Cuts across the blue line now. Hits the brakes now, twirls. Poked off his stick by Morellis and tied up now on the end boards with Logan Stanley and Garrett Podubny. As Mascarin takes over, he'll skate towards center. Steps around one. Look out. Creates a chance here. 3-on-3 overtime. Bouncing towards the net. The Otters poke it in. As leaning in was Mascarin. Timpano tried to play it. Mascarin pokes it over Timpano, and the Rangers take it 3-2 in overtime. Another come from behind victory for the Kitchener Rangers, and the overtime victory 3-2 here at the Erie Insurance Arena. The Otters fall for a fourth straight game. Mascarin not to be denied on that one, and he has scored now in every game against the Erie Otters, his fourth of the season series in game number 4. And that'll clinch the season series over the Otters with their fourth victory. We got to step for a break. We'll have the post-game show for you next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260. Welcome back here inside the Erie Insurance Arena, where the Otters fall in overtime for a second straight night. This time at 1 minute and 43 in, as Adam Mascarin has his fourth goal in as many games against the Erie Otters. This one puts them ahead for the victory, 3-2 in overtime at 1:43 of the extra frame. We'll welcome you back here inside the Erie Insurance Arena. I'm Aaron Kuhn as we wrap things up from the Erie Insurance Arena, with the Otters falling for a fourth straight game and fall for the first time this season when leading after 2 periods. They're now 8-0-1-0, went ahead after 40 minutes, and it's the first time in regulation time that in regular season that they've lost when leading after 2 periods. 43-0 last season, the Otters. And an overtime loss here to the Kitchener Rangers. Erie in the last two seasons, 51-0-1 when leading after two. But the loss here today against the Kitchener Rangers, game number 28 on the season, means the Otters need to win 40 straight games, to clinch a fifth 50-win season, as that streak may be coming to an end for the Erie Otters. Yes, well, you know, it's a different year than the last couple of seasons. Talent moving on, but the Otters, a good effort. You had the Rangers on the ropes, but like they have done in the last few games, the Rangers coming back from behind in the third period and win another one. In comeback fashion in overtime. Final score here tonight, Rangers 3, Otters 2. We'll head to our recap as the Otters in the first period, well, great start for Erie. And 5:18, they find the back of the net first as Kyle Maximovich able to sneak one through Luke Richards, 5-hole. A partial deflection from Kyle Gentles. It changed it just enough and trickled through him, and the Otters take a 1-0 lead. And at 5:55, 37 seconds after the goal from Maximovich, it's Jordan Sambrook ripping home his sixth of the season. Blocker side on Richardson. And the Otters with the lead, 2-0. But the Rangers just slowly chip away. You can tell there's really no panic in that team. And they got the feet moving, and Greg Morellis will get them on the board at 12:15 of the first period. And just some odd, so all three of these goals kind of odd that the Rangers scored. As Cole Carter had a little break into the zone, closing in with the Otters defense, Timpano was forced to come out at the top of the circle, about 5 feet out of his crease. Makes the save, and he lays down trying to cover it up. It's dug out by Morellis, who sweeps it into the zone, or into the open net, as he has his seventh of the season, and it's a 2-1 game. Second period, no goals. There's some good action, some good play. Goaltenders standing up, with both making a combined 20 stops, and Erie killing off quite a few penalties through that. And that's going to be kind of a story here when you look at special teams. Otters 0 for 5 with the power play on the day, because you head into the third period and you knew you needed one more. You had to get one more little insurance on these Rangers. And then at 8:40, as the Otters saw a 5-on-3 disappear, a power play opportunity, and then two other power plays, no go in the third. And the Rangers, the opportunity to tie it up, as Timpano goes back behind his own goal to play the puck, shuffles it on to the near side. Jordan Sambrook lets it come up the wall for Taylor Radish, about 5 feet inside the Otters' blue line. And Radish, well, he thought he had a man coming up, and a little no-look blind pass. And he coughs it up onto Rickard Hugg, who just flicks it towards the goal as Timpano was getting back into his net. And the puck caught him by surprise, drops down in front of him, and kind of rolls through him, where it's picked up by Lishka, who slides it home. And the Rangers tie things up at 2, where we head to overtime. And in overtime, only one shot on goal. The Otters, not a whole lot of possession time, and similar to the game against Guelph in that overtime frame, as the Rangers kept the puck for most of it. And Adam Maskrin, just a long-range shoot-in, stops it. Timpano went to go play it in a 1:43. Timpano looking to flick it forward. Maskrin with that good speed gets there first, pokes it over the shoulder of Timpano. And the Rangers take it. 3-2 over the Erie Otters here from the Erie Insurance Arena. Shots on goal, 33 for the Otters, 24 for the Rangers. Otters 0 for 5 on the power play. But 3 for 3 on the PK for the Erie Otters against the 9th-ranked penalty kill unit. Some good things done there for the Otters. Just need to vary some more chances and have it. They were given some, especially that third period. You come back to that 5-on-3 power play and the power play in general. Just off the mark on a couple passes, a couple shots. There's some posts hit. But Otters fall tonight in overtime for a second straight night. This time another Midwest Division foe as the Kitchener Rangers win a third straight. Their fourth overall against the Erie Otters, but third straight game coming back into the third period. This one in overtime over the Otters, 3-2. Take a look at tonight's Ironworkers local union number 3's Ironmen of the game with tonight's 3 stars. With the game-winning goal, Adam Masker in the third star. Jordan Sandberg a goal and an assist, named the second star for the Otters. And the number 1 star here tonight, Adam Lishka, goal and an assist. He tied things up in the third. He's the number 1 star here with a 2-point night. We'll take one last look around the OHL, the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the Sheridan and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels, proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. You Otter be staying with the best. As the Hamilton Bulldogs keep on rolling, 5-3 over the Mississauga Steelheads. Kingston 6-2 over the Barrie Colts. These are finals from earlier today. Sault Ste. Marie wins their 14th game in a row, 4-0 over the Ottawa 67s. Sarnia Sting 4-1 over the Oshawa Generals. Flint overtime win over the Windsor Spitfires, 4-3 that final. And still in action into the third period, Saginaw Spirit 2-1 over the Niagara Ice Dogs, riding that high from last night, coming back from being down 6-0 against the Sarnia Sting, and they take it 7-6 in overtime. And that Saginaw team, lots of young talent. They're going to be pretty good here. And they keep getting guys coming over from the U.S. National Development Team. That's going to give them a couple of years to develop. It's going to be a solid American team there with the Saginaw Spirit. 2,631 on attendance here this Sunday for the Otters. Last game before they head to the road for 5 days. 3-game road trip for the Erie Otters. Starting first with their first trip back to the WFCU Center in Windsor, Ontario. They'll take on the Spitfires Thursday on their teddy bear toss night. Friday, they're back. Visit to Sarnia. Day off Saturday, and then next Sunday, 2 o'clock start against the London Knights with the Otters' first trip to the Budweiser Gardens since Game 6 of the conference semifinal in the playoffs last year. For Nick Ritson, thank him, our producer back in studio. I'm Aaron Cooney. Thanks for tuning in here tonight. Let's give you our final score. Otters fall in overtime 3-2 to the Kitchener Rangers. And it's on to the road for their next 3 games for the Erie Otters. Starting Thursday, that'll be in Windsor, 7:05 start. We'll have the pregame for you on your home for Otters hockey here on CBS Sports Radio. And before that, we'll give you the state of the Otters coming up. Coming up on Wednesday with Otters Hour, 3 to 4 p.m. And we'll have that for you before the Otters take to the road Wednesday for the road swing. 5 days away from Erie, PA. Then it's 3 games at home right before the Christmas break. But we'll say so long for tonight. I'm Aaron Cooney. Otters fall 3-2 in overtime. You've been listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
You've been listening to Erie Otters Hockey on WRIE Erie. Follow all the action throughout the season on the new home of the Erie Otters, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Hi, this is Ed Redwell. I've got to admit, I was sort of a dinosaur when it came to using social media. But my son found Epic Web Studios and began working with them. They've done an incredible job with us. They significantly increased our followers on Twitter and Facebook. They make sure that we correct the right things and capture every good thing that I said that's on TV and get it out and do it quickly. And it's been just a revelation to me, and they've been tremendous to work with.
Don't be a dinosaur. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987. 2-1-21 winners over the Panthers in New Orleans. The Saints go to 9-3. They're now in sole possession of first place in the NFC South. Alvin Kamara rushed for 2 more touchdowns. Rams handled the Cardinals 30-27.
was, it was a great team win.
And Minnesota is now 10-2. Jets hand the Chiefs their fourth straight loss, a 38-31 win at MetLife Stadium. Niners knock off the Bears 15-14 in Chicago. Ravens rout the Lions 44-20 in Baltimore. Pats handle the Bills 23-3 in Buffalo. New England wins their 8th straight. Bills QB Tyrod Taylor carted off in this one with a knee injury. Packers knock off the Bucs 26-20 in overtime at Lambeau. Dolphins pummel the Broncos 35-9 in Miami. Denver's dropped 8 in a row. Miami's 5-game losing streak over. Titans down the Texans 24-13. Jaguars rout the Colts 30-10. Sunday night game, Eagles and Seahawks in Seattle. College football playoff is set. Clemson number 1, Oklahoma 2, Georgia 3, and number 4 is Alabama. Ohio State left on the outside looking in at number 5. Multiple reports say that Gus Malzahn has agreed to a new deal that will keep him at Auburn. This after Arkansas made a big push to get him to be their next head coach. Yanks and Red Sox both announcing they're out of the running for the Shohei Ohtani sweepstakes. I'm Jacob Lopez.
This is T.D. Barber. And this is Brandon Tierney. I played 10 years in the NFL. BT's nothing. So get an inside look every week right here on TK and Tierney, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern, CBS Sports Radio.
Catch Erie Otters action home and away all season long. Right here on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Are you behind on your federal student loan payments? You may qualify to have your entire student loan forgiven with one free call. That's right. If you're a teacher, police officer, firefighter, or work for a nonprofit, federal programs are still available to have your entire student loan forgiven. Student Loan Options wants to give you free information on all the programs that can help. The sooner you call, the faster you can get relief. Get the maximum loan forgiveness, loan reduction, or consolidation available. Plus, find out in the first free call what you qualify for. A loan forgiveness specialist is standing by to answer all of your questions for free. Stop worrying about student loan payments. This free information could change your life. Call 800-374-0311. 800-374-0311. Wipe out your federal student loan debt. Find out how. Call 800-374-0311. 800-374-0311.
Hear that? That's the sound of speechless. Like when you give her an unforgettable gift from Jared the Galleria of Jewelry. Whether it's one of the hundreds of new pieces in our collection, one of the exclusive pieces you can only find at Jared, or a custom piece we create just for you, Jared is the place to find the gift
I love it.
that takes her breath away.
cybersecurity providers. Hackers use webcams to spy on innocent web users. Every time you click a link, open an email, download an app, or use Wi-Fi, cyber criminals are trying to steal your identity. You need antivirus that can keep up. You need Webroot. Webroot is an American-owned cybersecurity leader that blocks viruses, malware, ransomware, phishing, and more. Plus, it's cloud-based, which means it runs fast and never gets in your way. Try it free for 30 days by calling **Web and say keyword SAFE. Webroot has won 19 Winner of Excellence Awards from PC Mag and was named Best Antivirus for 2017 by IGN. Nearly half of consumers have been victims of cybercrime. Don't be a statistic. Protect your family with Webroot Internet Security. Dial **Web and say SAFE to start your free trial. That's *932 keyword SAFE to try it free for 30 days, no obligation.
Attention all authors. Page Publishing is looking for authors. Have you written a book and want to get it published? Page Publishing will get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, Apple iTunes, and other outlets. They handle all aspects of the publishing process for you. Printing, cover art, publicity, copyright, and editing. Call 800-501-3689 now for your free author submission kit. That's 800-501-3689 for your free author submission kit. Again, 800-501-3689. Catch Erie Otters action home and away all season long. Right here on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
And now back to Eye on Football on CBS Sports Radio. Here again are your hosts, Rich Ackerman and Jody McDonald.
Coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. Sign up to be an O Rewards member today and start earning instantly. O Rewards members earn $5 back for every 150 points send you an alert if we find your social security number on any one of thousands of risky websites. And this service is free for card members. Just sign up online. It's our way of looking out for you, not just your account. Learn more at discover.com/free alerts. Limitations apply.
Hear that? That's the sound of speechless. Like when you give her an unforgettable gift from Jared the Galleria of Jewelry. Whether it's one of the hundreds of new pieces in our collection, one of the exclusive pieces you can only find at Jared, or a custom piece we create just for you, Jared is the place to find the gift
I love it.
that takes her breath away. And that's why he went to Jared.
When you owe the IRS more than $10,000, the folks at Civic Tax Relief can help. Their professionals have over 25 years of experience negotiating with the IRS. That's critical. They know the policies, the procedures, and the right people to contact to save you the maximum amount of money. They will negotiate your IRS tax debt, plus protect you from bank levies and wage garnishments. Do not let the IRS take advantage of you. Call now for free information on the Fresh Start Initiative. Experienced tax professionals are standing by. They will listen to your situation, find out what you need, and give you all the ways they can help in the first free call. This information is free and could change your life. So call now, 800-955-8408. That's 800-955-8408. Call now, 800-955-8408. For free information and real help with the IRS, call 800-955-8408.
If you're 85 or younger, would you like peace of mind and comfort for your family? We're Final Expense Direct with an urgent message for you. The average funeral today costs over $8,000, but the most you'll get from government benefits is $255. How will your family pay the difference? We can help. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam. You'll have lifetime coverage, and your plan can't be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Call now for free information about our senior plans. Answer a few simple questions and receive approval right on the phone. Plus, call right now and we'll give you a discount prescription card for free. Call 800-240-0069. That's 800-240-0069. Again, 800-240-0069.
You've seen the headlines. Cyber criminals launch international ransomware attack. Foreign governments have potential ties to cybersecurity providers. Hackers use webcams to spy on innocent web users. Every time you click a link, open an email, download an app, or use Wi-Fi, cyber criminals are trying to steal your identity. You need antivirus that can keep up. You need WebRoot. WebRoot is an American-owned cybersecurity leader that blocks viruses, malware, ransomware, phishing, and more. Plus, it's cloud-based, which means it runs fast and never gets in your way. Try it free for 30 days by calling **web and saying keyword SAFE. WebRoot has won 19 Winner of Excellence Awards from PC Mag and was named Best Antivirus for 2017 by IGN.
on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
This is the Jody Mack Show on CBS Sports Radio. Here's Jody McDonald.
A little bit of a short show for you tonight. We stretched our legs last houses. And we alarm our cars. But when it comes to your personal information, it can be tough to know when something isn't right. That's where Discover Card can help. Now, we'll send you an alert if we find your social security number on any one of thousands of risky websites. And this service is free for card members. Just sign up online. It's our way of looking out for you, not just your account. Learn more at discover.com/free alerts. Limitations apply.
Hear that? That's the sound of speechless. Like when you give her an unforgettable gift from Jared the Galleria of Jewelry. Whether it's one of the hundreds of new pieces in our collection, one of the exclusive pieces you can only find at Jared, or a custom piece we create just for you, Jared is the place to find the gift.
I love it.
It takes her breath away, and that's why he went to Jared.
Are you behind on your federal student loan payments? You may qualify to have your entire student loan forgiven with one free call. That's right. If you're a teacher, police officer, firefighter, or work for a nonprofit, federal programs are still available to have your entire student loan forgiven. Student Loan Options wants to give you free information on all the programs that can help. The sooner you call, the faster you can get relief. Get the maximum loan forgiveness, loan reduction, or consolidation available. Plus, find out in the first free call what you qualify for. A loan forgiveness specialist is standing by to answer all of your questions for free. Stop worrying about student loan payments. This free information could change your life. Call 800-374-0311. 800-374-0311. Wipe out your federal student loan debt. Find out how. Call 800-374-0311. 800-374-0311. Attention all authors. Page Publishing is looking for authors. Have you written a book and want to get it published? Page Publishing will get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, Apple iTunes, and other outlets. They handle all aspects of the publishing process for you. Printing, cover art, publicity, copyright, and editing. Call 800-501-3689 now for your free author submission kit. That's 800-501-3689 for your free author submission kit. Again, 800-501-3689.
You've seen the headlines. Cybercriminals launch international ransomware attack. Foreign governments have potential ties to cybersecurity providers. Hackers use webcams to spy on innocent web users. Every time you click a link, open an email, download an app, or use Wi-Fi, cybercriminals are trying to steal your identity. You need antivirus that can keep up. You need Webroot. Webroot is an American-owned cybersecurity leader that blocks viruses, malware, ransomware, phishing, and more. Plus, it's cloud-based, which means it runs fast and never gets in your way. Try it free for 30 days by calling **web and saying keyword SAFE. Webroot has won 19 Winner of Excellence Awards from PC Mag and was named Best Antivirus for 2017 by IGN. Nearly half of consumers have been victims of cybercrime. Don't be a statistic. Protect your family with Webroot Internet Security. Dial **web and say SAFE to start your free trial. That's *932 keyword SAFE to try it free for 30 days, no obligation.
Welcome back to the Cat Show. Up next, we have Nico. Nico is a member of the Shelter Pet Group. That's right, a group known especially for their sunspot sleeping, ball chasing, red rubbing, and of course, companionship. Just look how she struts. It's like she owns the place. And see how she curls up and cuddles her person. The pitch on her purring is simply perfect. Nice one. Fantastic cat. But really the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Nico is to meet one. Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Outfits.
Catch Erie Otters action home and away all season long. Right here on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
This is the Jody Mack Show. Talk to Jody. Call him at 855-212-4CBS. That's 855-212-4227.
The Sunday get-together here on CBS Sports Radio. Jody Mack coming
CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Are you looking for senior care for your mom or dad but don't know where to start? Hi, I'm Joan Lemon with The Place for Mom. Nobody knows your parent or loved one better than you, and nobody knows senior living better than the experts at A Place for Mom. They've helped thousands of families find the right place for their mom or dad.
I was so glad that I called A Place for Mom. My advisor really listened and was truly my partner in finding senior care for my dad. She went out of her way to get to know him as a person and was always there whenever I had a question.
The senior living advisors at A Place for Mom partner with thousands of families every month, listening and offering local knowledge and advice to help find the best senior living communities across the country. And it's a free service. Here's the number.
Call A Place for Mom at 1-800-314-5510.
There's a place for answers. A Place for Mom. Call today.
Call A Place for Mom at 1-800-314-5510. That's 1-800-314-5510. Hear that? That's the sound of speechless. Like when you give her an unforgettable gift from Jared the Galleria of Jewelry. Whether it's one of the hundreds of new pieces in our collection, one of the exclusive pieces you can only find at Jared, or a custom piece we create just for you, Jared is the place to find the gift
I love it.
that takes her breath away. And that's why he went to Jared.
Attention all authors. Page Publishing is looking for authors. Have you written a book and want to get it published? Page Publishing will get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, Apple iTunes, and other outlets. They handle all aspects of the publishing process for you. Printing, cover art, publicity, copyright, and editing. Call 800-501-3689 now for your free author submission kit. That's 800-501-3689 for your free author submission kit. Again, 800-501-3689.
Fresh cut Christmas trees can transform any home for the holidays. Right now, they've transformed the Home Depot. Our Christmas tree lot is full to the brim and ready to explore. With fresh cut trees, fresh from the farm, in all shapes, sizes, varieties, and possibilities. Christmas is in the air at the Home Depot. Come breathe it all in. Together, we'll find the perfect Christmas. And it starts at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Selection and prices vary by store.
At the Presque Isle Partnership, we work hard every day to help better your family's experience when visiting Presque Isle. Since the founding of the Presque Isle Partnership in 1994, the park has had an advocate to ensure that if you fish, rollerblade, kayak, run, walk, bike, birdwatch, swim, or sunbathe on one of its beautiful beaches, this unique treasure will not be taken for granted. You love Presque Isle, so join us in giving back to our park. It's easy. Become a Presque Isle Partnership member. Membership start at only $25 and help bring to life worthwhile projects throughout the peninsula. Participate in any of our events. Shop at Presque Isle Gallery and Gifts located in the Tom Bridge Center, or give back by volunteering your time to make Presque Isle be the best park it can be. Through your support, we are able to showcase this wonderful park in fun, educational, and environmentally conscious ways. Explore all you can do to make a difference at Presque Isle today by visiting the Presque Isle Partnership website, discoverpi.com.
Hey Erie, it's time to save on everything for your home and more at Sharp Consignments. Browse 8,000 square feet of quality pre-owned furniture, appliances, jewelry, home decor, and more. Get a great night's sleep on comfy, new, two-sided Amish-made mattresses. Planning a move? Sharp Consignments is an authorized U-Haul dealer with trucks, trailers, and moving supplies. Visit Sharp Consignments, Hershey Road, just off Peach near Get-Go. Visit us Thursday through Saturday from 10 to 6 and Sunday noon to 5.
Are you or someone you know a kinship care family? Someone raising another person's child, such as a grandparent raising a grandchild? If so, you're not alone and help is available. In Erie County, we have a kinship care network under the leadership of Penn State Extension to provide help and support to our kinship families. We connect families with resources addressing legal issues, parenting, stress, and many other topics. The children that you have as your new family member many times have undergone a trauma, and so they need special help so that they can address the issues along the way. So how do we help these kinship families? Well, throughout the year we offer free gatherings and we provide programming for the entire family. And it's wonderful because it's all free. The entire family is welcome to come. We'll even provide childcare for the youngest children, activities for the other children, allowing the parents to attend the class classes addressing some of the challenges that they will be facing. For more information, contact Erie Kinship Care. There is help available for you.
Hear that? That's the sound of speechless. Like when you give her an unforgettable gift from Jared the Galleria of Jewelry. Whether it's one of the hundreds of new pieces in our collection, one of the exclusive pieces you can only find at Jared, or a custom piece we create just for you, Jared is the place to find the gift
I love it.
that takes her breath away. And that's why he went to Jared.
I met someone. You hear it a lot from people on Match, because more people have met their someone on Match than any other dating app. Everyone wants to find that meaningful connection. And Match is not only number one in first, but second dates too. Now here's a free offer for our listeners. Go to Match.com/view for 7 days free. That's 7 days completely free to search, view photos, and connect. This free offer is found at Match.com/view. That's Match.com/view. Match.com/view.
Erie Otters action, home and away all season long. Right here on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
hate Ohio State.
That's why they like Ohio State.
No, that's why they hate Ohio State.
Right,
Not
right.
life. They compete against them. They hate them.
Right. But I'm just glad the Buckeyes did not make it. I'm sorry. They don't deserve it. They lost to Iowa. Enough said.
See, now, here's an argument you can make. You can say 2 losses is 2 losses, 1 loss is 1 loss. If you say Alabama for your money because you balanced the entire resume, one against the other, Alabama deserved to get in. Not Ohio State
Discover card can help. Now, we'll send you an alert if we find your social security number on any one of thousands of risky websites. And this service is free for card members.